starts with two-dimensional, then you go to three-dimensional, and then move on to more complex designs. Hello, this is BJ from Hearns Hobbies, and I'm going to be looking at the LaQ educational series of toys. Now I've got a small selection of the different ones just on this side. They actually make a huge range of different size sets. So you can get the really small ones, like a little project, and they all extend to this larger one, and there's even bigger ones still. So quite a lot of them are themed, like you've got the dinosaur type one, and you've got car type ones, and then there's the flower type one. You can make cakes and things like that for a little tea party. But there's also generic type ones as well, which are the basic sets, and you can get those huge as well. And you end up with a whole bucket full of pieces to make things. So let's get into what it's all about. So you might see, got a bit on my head. So you can make quite a lot of different things with a minimal amount of shapes. So the whole idea is there's 7 main shapes. So I've got the 7 different shapes here, and from these basic shapes, you can make pretty much anything you like. So LaQ is a Japanese company. They've been producing this particular educational system for a very, very long time, and it's used in quite a lot of preschools. There's a lot of thought put into it, because with these simple shapes here, the idea is when a child starts using them, they can use it to start with, making two-dimensional shapes, like this. This is my really poor attempt at making a chicken. I'm sure a lot of kids could do better than this one. But stuff like that. And from here, the child can move into three-dimensional. So you can get into three-dimensional shape like this. And then from that, you can get into more complicated three-dimensional. So you can see the geometric design in it. And also by limiting the number of shapes, it really gets the mind working to try to create a particular design. And then of course you get your more complicated ones, which are in these type of sets as well. And then even further still, there's quite a lot of adult users of this particular system, and they're making all sorts of gigantic working models as well. Okay, let's have a closer look at these particular shapes and how they work. So you've got the 7 shapes here. So you've got a couple of flat panels. You've got your square, triangle. You've got these joining pieces here. So 2 flat joining pieces with different thicknesses. So you've got your narrow one here, your wider one. You've got your angled one there, 90 degree, and then you've got your 3 point joiner. So you can see just with this cube how you've got the 90 degree on the edges, like so. And then you've got the angled one like that, which is here. Okay, very simple in concept. But of course, when you've got basics, you can make more complicated things. Now, this is an example of a specialty piece. So there's a few special bits that help you do other things. So this is a wheel type, so you can use that as actual wheels for a truck, say. Or like it's been done here, you quite easily use that for making a paddle wheel for a paddle steamer, or a windmill, or watermill I should say. Even windmill, you could do that. And then there's that one, like little wheels there, so you make little cars. And that'll be like the one that comes in this set here. Okay, so let's get into the other thing that makes it really, really clever. Okay, so let's get into how it works. The whole idea is it's just a snap fit together, and it's very easy to release as well. So we've got this basic square. Let's just find a joiner. So the joiner here. So it doesn't matter which way you put it on, it'll just, you hear that really solid click. And then to take it apart, it's just stretch, it comes apart. Now the material is very, very strong. You can do this multiple times and you won't have any breakages, and it'll always be a very solid snap fit. So like so, just snaps like that. Change the angle, and you just see how quickly it is and how intuitive it is just to continue putting things together. And you can imagine how the kids are using their imaginations to create. And because it's a generic type shape, it leaves the mind open to design anything, really. It doesn't have a particular brick look to it. It's got a flat panel. And you might notice too that the square panels on each side has got a different finish. So you could even use that to enhance your particular design. So you might want a smooth surface, or you want a textured surface. But then the same sort of thing with the triangles. They're a little bit different there too. So that was easy putting it together. And then, as you can see, just as easy to take apart. No effort at all. Rock solid. And as can be expected, Japanese made product is incredibly high quality, and it's designed to last many, many years. So you start with preschool, and these can be used all the way through teens, all the way up to adulthood. So a very, very good system, very versatile, and very, very clever in the way it's been designed. So this is LaQ. LaQ comes from Japan, and actually I probably didn't show you but I've got this headband on as well. So quite easily, I'm trying to look like a rabbit, which probably isn't working too well, like this. But again, it's easy, just snaps apart. Move these wherever you want, change all the shapes. You make this all glittery, little tiara. So boys or girls, really handy that way as well, because it's not gender specific. So even the sets, you can get some gender specific ones, but when you mix them all together, you can do whatever you like. So there you go, that's my introduction to the LaQ educational building system. Start from really young, preschool, so you can go from the 7 pieces, you can make pretty much anything you like. Starts with 2-dimensional, then you go to 3-dimensional, and then move on to more complex designs. So there you go, LaQ from Japan.